Let's be real, most people think living with diabetes means saying goodbye to anything sweet. No cake, no cookies, and definitely no fruit, right? Wrong. Here's the fun part. Some of the sweetest fruits you can buy, yes, the ones sitting right there in your local grocery aisle, are actually good for your blood sugar. Imagine that. A juicy slice of melon cooling you down, a ripe plum stopping that mid-afternoon crash, or a handful of blueberries making your breakfast taste like dessert. Sweet, healthy, and doctor-approved. Stick around, because today you'll discover 3 fruits that prove living healthy doesn't mean giving up flavor. Let's begin our journey with the first powerful ally in blood sugar control, the blueberry. When you think of managing diabetes, blueberries might not be the first fruit that comes to mind. After all, they're sweet, juicy, and often tossed into muffins or pies, foods that most people with diabetes are told to avoid. But here's the fascinating part. Blueberries are one of the rare fruits that are both deliciously sweet and scientifically proven to help stabilize blood sugar. That's right, these tiny berries, no bigger than a marble, carry a nutritional punch far beyond their size. Blueberries are rich in a group of antioxidants called anthocyanins, the natural compounds that give them their deep blue color. Scientists have studied anthocyanins for years, and the evidence is compelling. They improve insulin sensitivity, which means your body can use insulin more efficiently to move glucose out of the blood and into your cells for energy. For someone living with diabetes or prediabetes, that's a big win. Instead of causing sugar spikes, blueberries actually help smooth out the ride. And there's more. Blueberries are classified as a low glycemic index, GI, fruit. What does that mean? The glycemic index is a measure of how quickly a food raises blood sugar. Foods with a high GI cause sharp spikes, leaving you drained and craving more sugar soon after. Blueberries, with a GI of about 53, fall into the low range. That means when you enjoy them, the natural sugars are released gradually, giving you steady energy instead of a crash. But blueberries aren't just about blood sugar. They're also one of the best fruits for heart health, and heart health is critical for anyone with diabetes. Studies published in respected journals like the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show that eating blueberries daily can improve blood vessel function, reduce blood pressure, and lower bad cholesterol. It's almost like these berries are working behind the scenes to protect your cardiovascular system while you simply enjoy their flavor. Another overlooked benefit is their fiber content. Just 1 cup of blueberries gives you about 4 grams of dietary fiber. Fiber slows digestion, keeps you full longer, and prevents overeating, all essential when you're trying to keep both your weight and your blood sugar under control. For older adults especially, fiber also supports healthy digestion and keeps things moving without the harshness of supplements or artificial aids. And let's not forget about the brain. Blueberries are often called brain berries for a reason. Research suggests their antioxidants help protect against age-related memory decline and support mental sharpness. That's not just good news for people with diabetes, it's good news for anyone who wants to stay clear-headed and focused as they age. The best part? Blueberries are incredibly versatile. You don't need to bake them into sugary desserts to enjoy their benefits. Add a handful to your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Blend them into a smoothie with spinach and almond milk for a refreshing, blood sugar-friendly drink. Toss them onto a salad with walnuts for a mix of sweet and savory. Or simply eat them by the handful, fresh and cold, straight out of the fridge. They're simple, portable, and require no peeling, cutting, or fuss. Think about it this way. Blueberries are nature's candy, but without the guilt. They satisfy your sweet tooth while nourishing your body in ways that science is only beginning to uncover. Instead of reaching for cookies in the afternoon, imagine grabbing a small bowl of blueberries. You'll satisfy the craving, but you'll also be doing your blood sugar, your heart, and your brain a huge favor. So as we begin this journey of exploring fruits that fight diabetes rather than feed it, blueberries deserve the spotlight first. They prove that eating with diabetes doesn't have to be restrictive or joyless. Sweetness doesn't always mean danger. Sometimes, sweetness means healing. And blueberries are living proof of that. Next on our journey is the gentle giant of fruits, the melon. If blueberries are the tiny powerhouses of blood sugar support, then melons are the gentle giants. Sweet, refreshing, and often the centerpiece of summer picnics, melons have long been misunderstood by people living with diabetes. Many assume that because they taste so sweet, they must be harmful. But science tells a different story. When eaten in the right way, melons like cantaloupe and honeydew are not enemies of blood sugar, they're friends. First, let's talk about hydration. Melons are over 90% water, which makes them one of the most hydrating fruits you can eat. For people with diabetes, hydration is more than just quenching thirst. It's a key factor in blood sugar management. When your body is well hydrated, glucose moves more efficiently through the bloodstream, and your kidneys can do their job of flushing out excess sugar. On top of that, staying hydrated reduces the risk of swelling in the hands, feet, and ankles, a complaint many people with diabetes share. A bowl of melon in the morning can be a simple step that eases that discomfort. Another hidden strength of melon is its low-calorie density. That means you can enjoy a satisfying portion without consuming too many calories or carbs. Instead of spiking blood sugar, melon delivers natural sugars wrapped in water and fiber, slowing absorption and keeping you energized longer. Think of it as sweetness in balance, enough to please your taste buds, but gentle on your body. And speaking of fiber, while melons aren't as fiber-rich as blueberries or apples, they do contain a soft, soluble fiber that is easy on the digestive system. For older adults or those with sensitive stomachs, this kind of fiber is ideal. It helps relieve constipation, supports gut health, and keeps digestion smooth without being too harsh. But melons don't just stop at blood sugar and digestion. They're also packed with micronutrients that play a quiet but vital role in overall health. Cantaloupe, for example, is rich in vitamin C and beta-carotene, both of which strengthen the immune system and protect against inflammation. Honeydew provides potassium and magnesium, minerals that support heart function, reduce muscle cramps, and help regulate blood pressure. For people with diabetes, who often face higher risks of cardiovascular disease, these benefits are especially valuable. Another fascinating aspect is how melon can improve skin health and comfort. Mild dehydration often shows up as dry skin, cracked lips, or a feeling of heaviness in the body. Because melons hydrate from the inside out, they can subtly improve skin elasticity and reduce that tight, dry feeling. For many, this small change translates into greater comfort and confidence in daily life. The best part about melons is how versatile they are. Slice them into cubes for a ready-to-eat fridge snack. Blend them with cucumber and mint for a cooling summer smoothie. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon on top to help further stabilize blood sugar. Or pair them with a handful of nuts or cottage cheese for a snack that balances natural sweetness with protein. These simple pairings transform melon from a refreshing treat into a blood sugar-friendly ally. Imagine this. Instead of reaching for a soda or cookie when the afternoon slump hits, you enjoy a chilled bowl of melon cubes with a squeeze of lime. It feels like dessert, but it works like medicine, refreshing your body, hydrating your cells, and keeping your blood sugar steady. That's the magic of choosing the right foods at the right time. Melons also shine in one other area: shared enjoyment. They're the perfect fruit to cut up and serve when family or friends visit. They're colorful, inviting, and universally loved. And when health-friendly foods are shared in moments of connection, they stop feeling like restrictions and start feeling like joy. So while melons may look like simple summer fruits, their benefits run deeper than most people realize. They hydrate, nourish, and support balance in the body, all while delivering natural sweetness that doesn't betray you. Melons prove that managing diabetes doesn't have to mean cutting sweetness out of your life. Sometimes, the sweetest fruits are the ones that help you heal. And finally, we arrive at the quiet guardian of this journey, the plum. If blueberries are the tiny powerhouses and melons the hydrating healers, then plums are the quiet guardians. Small, round, and often overlooked in the fruit aisle, plums carry a surprising depth of health benefits, especially for people living with diabetes. They may look like just another sweet snack, but these juicy fruits are rich in compounds that can calm inflammation, support digestion, and help steady blood sugar in ways that few people expect. Let's start with their unique antioxidant profile. Plums are loaded with polyphenols, plant compounds that act like bodyguards for your cells. These antioxidants have been shown to reduce inflammation in the body, particularly in the joints and blood vessels. For someone managing diabetes, this is crucial. Inflammation is a hidden driver of many complications, stiffness, swelling, even cardiovascular issues. A daily plum can gently counteract that process, soothing your body from the inside. Plums also shine when it comes to digestive health. If you've ever heard of prunes, the dried form of plums, you know they're famous for helping with constipation. But fresh plums, when eaten with the skin, offer the same gentle support. They provide both fiber and natural sorbitol, a compound that helps draw water into the intestines, easing digestion without harsh side effects. For older adults or anyone who struggles with sluggish digestion, plums can feel like a quiet relief, restoring balance without medication. What about blood sugar? Here's where plums surprise most people. Despite their natural sweetness, plums have a relatively low glycemic index and are paired with enough fiber to slow the release of sugar into the bloodstream. That means you get the pleasure of sweetness without the crash. In fact, pairing a plum with a small amount of protein, like a few walnuts or a slice of cheese, creates a snack that's both satisfying and blood sugar friendly. It's a simple, delicious way to avoid those afternoon spikes and slumps. Plums also deliver key minerals like potassium and magnesium. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure and fluid balance, while magnesium supports muscle relaxation and even sleep quality. If you've ever struggled with nighttime leg cramps, a common complaint among people with diabetes, adding plums to your routine might help ease that discomfort over time. They're not a quick fix, but their steady supply of nutrients makes a real difference when enjoyed consistently. And then there's the emotional side of food. Plums are naturally comforting. Whether you enjoy them fresh and juicy in the summer, baked gently with cinnamon on a cool evening, or sliced into a simple yogurt bowl, they carry a sense of warmth and nostalgia. Unlike heavily processed sweets, plums connect you back to nature's way of offering pleasure without harm. They remind us that sweetness, when balanced by fiber and nutrients, doesn't have to be dangerous. It can be healing. Practical tips? Keep a few ripe plums on the counter where you can see them. When the 3 p.m. sugar craving hits, reach for one instead of a cookie. Try freezing plum wedges for a refreshing, low-calorie snack on hot days. Or bake them lightly with lemon juice and cinnamon for a dessert that feels indulgent yet supports your blood sugar. These small shifts turn plums into daily allies, making healthy choices easy and enjoyable. So, as we close this journey through 3 incredible fruits, blueberries, melons, and plums, it's clear that nature has given us sweet tools, not forbidden temptations. Each one brings its own kind of balance. Blueberries sharpen your body's response to insulin, melons hydrate and refresh, and plums calm inflammation while supporting digestion. Together, they show us a powerful truth: living with diabetes doesn't mean living without sweetness. It means choosing the sweetness that heals, not harms. Plums, with their quiet strength, are the perfect reminder that sometimes the smallest fruits carry the biggest gifts. Before you rush to fill your basket with blueberries, melons, and plums, there's something important to remember. Now that we've explored the power of blueberries, melons, and plums, it's important to remember one thing. Even the healthiest fruit can lose its benefits, or even backfire, if eaten the wrong way. Science reminds us that balance and awareness are just as important as the food itself. Here are a few key notes to keep in mind. The first is to watch the portion size. Blueberries, melons, and plums are all supportive for blood sugar, but that doesn't mean unlimited amounts are safe. A handful of blueberries, about 80 to 100 grams, a cup of melon cubes, or 1 to 2 medium plums is generally a healthy serving. Eating more than that in one sitting can still overload your system with natural sugars. Remember, small, consistent portions bring the best results. Then is pair with protein or healthy fats. One of the smartest ways to enjoy fruit, especially if you live with diabetes, is to combine it with protein or healthy fats. Blueberries stirred into plain Greek yogurt, melon cubes with a few almonds, or sliced plums with cottage cheese. These combos slow down sugar absorption, keep you fuller longer, and help stabilize energy. Eating fruit alone, especially on an empty stomach, can cause sugar to hit your bloodstream faster. Next is choose fresh, not processed. Fresh fruits are your best friend. But when fruits are processed, turned into juice, jam, or sweetened snacks, the balance of fiber and water is lost, and all you're left with is concentrated sugar. Blueberry juice, melon soda, or canned plums in syrup won't give you the same health benefits as the fresh versions. Whenever possible, stick with whole, natural fruit. The fourth, pay attention to timing. Timing matters. Many people find that eating fruit earlier in the day or as a mid-afternoon snack works best for their blood sugar. Late-night portions, when digestion slows down, can sometimes cause higher morning glucose readings. Experiment, listen to your body, and keep a simple journal to notice patterns. The fifth, don't forget individual reactions. Not every body responds the same way. Some people may tolerate melons better than plums, or find blueberries easier on digestion. The best guide is your own blood sugar monitor and how you feel after eating. If a fruit makes you feel heavy, bloated, or unusually tired, adjust your portion or try it in a different combination. The sixth, keep it simple and natural. There's no need to complicate things. You don't have to turn these fruits into fancy recipes to benefit from them. In fact, the closer they are to their natural state, the better. A washed handful of blueberries, a chilled slice of melon, or a ripe plum eaten whole can be more effective than anything mixed with sugar or heavy toppings. The last, balance with the bigger picture. Finally, remember, no single fruit is a magic cure. Blueberries, melons, and plums are wonderful allies, but they work best as part of an overall lifestyle: balanced meals, regular movement, good hydration, and restful sleep. Think of them as partners in a bigger plan, not solo heroes. In the end, these fruits are more than just food. They're a reminder that nature cares for us in the simplest, sweetest ways. Blueberries, melons, and plums whisper the same truth: healing doesn't have to be complicated. It can be small, gentle, and within reach every single day. Living with diabetes, or any challenge, doesn't mean life has to lose its sweetness. It means learning to choose the kind of sweetness that heals, that comforts, and that gives back. And when we choose with love, we give our bodies the chance to feel lighter, our hearts the chance to stay stronger, and our lives the chance to shine brighter. Here at Health 247, we believe health is not a lonely road. It's a journey we share, step by step, story by story, choice by choice. So if this message touched you, join our community. Subscribe, share your experiences, and let's keep lifting each other up. Together, we can build not just healthier bodies, but fuller, kinder lives. Because every small act of care for yourself is also a gift to those who love you. And that's the true sweetness of life. Thank you.